Hi, this is Harry from Spitfire Audio, and today we're going to be recording a sample library in one day. A lot of the time, turnarounds are tight and you need to get your sonic imprint on your score or your piece, but you also need the versatility to be able to adapt it when the notes come through. But as I said, turnarounds are tight, so if we can get it done in one day, then we're laughing. So we're just waiting for our delivery from Bell Percussion, who are one of London's finest purveyors of rented percussion instruments. We've gone for two different instruments today, a keyed glockenspiel and a balafon. So we're going to see which one we liked the most and go with that. But they've not turned up yet.
You see you later.
It does have wheels, but I don't think it's not as heavy as I thought. Beaters. Keyed Glock. Got the instruments here. We've got a balafon, which is an African percussion instrument, and we've got a keyed Glock. First thing that I need to do is really just see how it sounds in the room. As per Western convention, low to high. The sound is good. It's quite rounded and warm. They're softer, but they're also have more weight to them, which is kind of bringing a little bit more of this kind of scratchy rattle out as well. That might be something that we can fix by pinching somewhere, but honestly, it does start to feel like it'll be more than a day's work on this one. Let's have a little look at the keyed Glock. No, wrong way. Okay, this is really nice. All these more unique instruments, because they don't have such a great history of people kind of improving on them and making different iterations, there's always these kind of little fiddly things that crop up here and there, which are actually really nice to play and really nice to catch in a sampled instrument. All in all, I think it's really nice. The next thing really, from a kind of an engineering perspective, is to figure out how the sound is propagating. We can actually see all of the chimes for the Glock down here, and it looks like the hammers are kind of like a reverse piano action. They're actually striking upwards onto the chimes, which is really cool. I've never seen one of these before. So let's have a listen with the lid open. Very bright, almost too bright actually, so it's kind of a bit nicer. Probably nicer to have the lid at least closed, if not kind of half lid. So the next thing is to get this up into a height where it's going to be comfortable to play, where we're not just sat on the floor. Homo? Let's find Homo. Okay, cool. There we go. Do you want to have a play?
Yes, absolutely.
Good.
So how would you then mic up?
Option one is a pair which is kind of mimicking what you, the player, hears, which is quite nice, especially if you're a composer yourself and it feels like you're sitting there noodling.
Yeah.
And that's nice. That's going to get a lot of the highs that come through from this gap. So what we might do is put something on there that rolls those off. Ribbon, coals probably. Yeah. Things.
Thank you.
Option two is the back here has actually got a really nice image, low to high. And I think it just getting something really close up on that is going to give it a bit of body. We're going to hear some of the mechanics, but we're also going to get a nice rounded, baffled sound from this wood. M149s. Ooh. Something like that is probably going to capture what we heard a second ago. We're going to go cardioid for this. We'll just see what that sounds like once we've got it through the wall.
Brilliant.
Right, I will see you on the other side. This is our control room at Spitfire. Well aware that people, by and large, won't have access to a control room and a live room, but it's not a problem. It's something that you can do in your home studio, in your living room, in your bedroom, as long as you've got at least one mic, a set of converters or preamps, and a computer, you'll probably be able to do it. So first things first, we need to make some tracks. So we're going to do 2 stereo channels for our different microphones, and we're also going to capture the talkback as well, because it might help anyone that jumps on to edit this. And then we're going to rename these. So we've got 101 Coles, 102 M149. We just want to make sure these are coming in the right places. So let's get these in 1, 2, 3 and 4, and then the talkback for us is coming in on 24. We need to summon Homai. Homai, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Fantastic. Okay, cool. I'll adjust gains in here and have a little listen and see if there's any adjustments we need to do.
Okay, great.
Right, so let's just back these off ever so slightly. Just have another listen to it in the room. Ah, okay. So it looks like the clunk is actually coming from the keys, which is really nice, and we want to keep that. So what we can do is just angle these so that the null point of the figure of 8 is a bit further towards the keys. It's sounding good. I'm just going to take a bit of the low off now. So we're getting a pass of just the absolute super softest layer, which for me is, I think, where this is really going to kind of shine. It's where you get a lot more, the kind of ratio from the key noise to the note noise is a lot more balanced, so you get a lot more of that kind of realism coming through, but also as soon as we start to compress this just a little bit, then I think we're going to get something that's kind of very present, but also very delicate, which is always really quite beautiful.
That's the last one.
All right, wicked. Now, the next thing to do, because we captured 2 mic signals, and I'm actually going to use both of them because they blend really well together, is just to mix them down. So we've got a single stereo. We're now ready to mix on our mix bus. I am going to put a little compressor on this. Okay, so let's just have a little listen to them on their own. So this is the Coles. It's nice. So one thing that we want to get rid of is that kind of low thud on the Coles. So we've gone quite extreme, but we've lost the thud, which is nice. Fantastic. So that's everything recorded in Pro Tools and ready for the edit.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, hello, hello. What is the process?
So first thing I'm going to do is cut all the samples up from the start, and then I will run through all of them, make sure there's no clicks and bumps. If there are, I will cut them out and crossfade them in. And then I'll do all the tails. So I'll run through all the notes, play them, listen out to when the tail ends, probably on the furthest away mic or something, whatever goes on for the longest. And then I will name them all efficiently, the Spitfire way, and export them and then take it into Contact. So I'm going to zoom in, find the start point, and then I'm going to listen through. I can already see a noise. There she blows. And I will go in, cut that out, put a nice little crossfade in. Better, could do better, but for the time being, I will just cut the tail. And to do that, I'll press one button. All done.
How's it looking?
My boy.
It's
done. It's done.
Oh, no way! All in the same day.
All in one day.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Okay.
You wanna play it?
Please. What about some really soft stuff?
Not bad.
Brilliant.
Not bad.
Fantastic. Righto. Well, now we know that it's doable. Let's do some more.